I divorced my husband because he became a QAnon MAGA freakazoid. And I divorce your husband, ladies. Leave your husbands if they're MAGA. I know you're going to put that online, and I love it, so thank you.
So I was at the No Kings protest yesterday, and really happy with the turnout, especially since we're in Florida. Y'all know how that go. It was so great to be around like-minded people who are intelligent and on the right side of history. The amount of older white women I saw, I was shook. Okay, I was shook. But this is a sign. Whoever needs to hear it, leave your MAGA husband. Okay? Stand on business and leave your MAGA husband and join the right side, please.
I've had enough, and I am breaking up with my MAGA husband. I just went and talked to a lawyer today and filed the paperwork.
Hi guys, it's your girl Bleezy and you're welcome back to Bleezy React channel. And if you are joining us for the first time, we appreciate you. You are welcome. And also do well to subscribe to our channel for more real and unfiltered gist. So MAGA voters are getting what they voted for. They voted loud, they defended louder, but now their homes are falling apart. Reports and viral stories are pumping up online about MAGA men being divorced by their wives, and the reasons are shocking. So guys, join me as we get into more videos.
If it's true that white women are leaving their husbands because of their underreactions, this is it, guys. This is the end of MAGA. Checkmate.
Like, I actually don't have a single friend who is like thrilled with how their husband is reacting to all this. Most of them are describing their husbands as ostriching, sticking their heads in the sand and pretending like nothing is happening. Meanwhile, my friends, their wives, are trying to figure out, how are we going to continue normal life for our children through this? How are we going to prepare and protect ourselves? And their husbands are like, stop being so emotional. You're overreacting. I mean, do we see what's happening? Hello. It's time to wake up. Protect your family. Like, my friends are losing complete faith in their partners at this point. The divorces that are going to happen after all this, it's going to be an unprecedented number because you all are failing your families.
Hey, so you know how white women are finally getting really fucking fed up of their white husbands telling them that they're overreacting to what's happening in America, and the divorce rate is spiking and is going to continue to spike because they're like, I mean, I bought into the patriarchy enough to believe that you were going to actually protect me. And now that there's actual danger at my doorstep, you're telling me I'm being an emotional woman. So yeah, that's a real thing that's happening. Look it up. Women are filing for divorce a lot right now, and I'm here for it. But there's also a parallel happening in corporate America, okay? White women are just the last ones to wake up. We're slow to the uptake, okay? Black women realized this a long time ago. They've been leaving corporate America in higher numbers and starting their own businesses because they realized how toxic it was. And a lot of these Black women and Black executives who I worked with worked in roles where they really thought they could make a difference. They were in like people development or DEI, right? Or leadership. And they realized that like, oh, it was all just PR. It was all part of the same fake machine. And like, I don't align with that. And they're just gaslighting me. So a lot of Black women left corporate America, started their own businesses, are out doing their own side hustles, and white women are finally fucking waking up too. That like, yo, the patriarchy is not going to protect us. We're just the last ones it stomps. The last ones it stomps. And now corporate America is stomping us. Okay? And we're like, oh shit. Oh shit. So I think we're going to see not even a higher number of like divorces from white women, but I think we're going to see a much higher number of white women saying this to corporate America and to those systems. And it's just, I mean, it's about time. We're very, very slow.
The white ladies are leaving their husbands. They're leaving their white husbands. And I believe it's because of their bitch assness in this moment. Like, they're doing the whole ostrich bury your head in the sand thing. And even worse, they're telling their wives they're overreacting. And it's not that serious. And all of this stuff with ICE is not going to affect us. So why worry? They're telling their wives they're overreacting about the murder of Renee Nicole Good. It just makes me think about like all of the men who, when it's like hurricane season, they're like, I'm going to hunker down here in my home and I'm going to protect my home from fucking nature. Or it's not going to be that big of a deal. And then like everybody ends up dying because he's a fucking idiot. And apparently they think the problem is that their wives are too online, too informed. If they were just to put their phones down and, I don't know, pick up their needlepoint like a good little girl, then all of this would go away. Question for those pending ex-wives. Did you always know that your husband was a bitch ass deep down inside? Or have there been bitch ass signs in the past and this was just the straw that broke the camel's back? Sound off in the comments. And for those of you who have husbands that are rising to the occasion and taking things as seriously as they should be, hold them tight.
A lot of MAGA husbands do not love their wives. Instead, they see their wives as live-in maids and somebody who could pop out kids for them so that they can continue on their white genes. They don't actually necessarily care about the women that are building their homes that they live with. And the reason I know that is because I have gotten so many DMs from MAGA men that I can't even list them all here. And they have all said that they find feminist women so attractive and that they would love to have a wife that doesn't depend on them, even though they put themselves into that position on purpose by wanting to be a provider type. So here are some of the messages just to prove to you this point, and also to show that a man doesn't have to like you to marry you. You just have to make his life better and more convenient. And the sooner more Republican white women realize this, the better our society will be. Because white women have historically and consistently voted against our own interests. And even if care for human rights isn't enough to move you, the fact that your husband probably doesn't love you and is messaging random leftist girls on the internet asking to see her coochie, hopefully that will be enough. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I divorced my husband because he became a QAnon MAGA freakazoid. And I divorce your husband, ladies. Leave your husbands if they're MAGA. I know you're going to put that online and I love it. So thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Because like realistically, I'm a pretty nice person. I really believe in others. I believe in humanity. I believe in kindness. I believe that the world should be better. I think 67% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck is disgusting. I think the fact that it went up from 60% of Americans to 67% of Americans within 1 year of the Trump presidency, it's scary. It's dangerous. Those kind of things are not helpful for everyone. The fact that most Americans are feeling poor is not an acceptable situation. You know, I don't think anyone feels that way. And to hear the President of the United States say that unaffordability is a lie, that affordability is a scam, well, that's not true, because every single person who's coming to this event, most people are feeling the pinch of unaffordability in the United States of America. And it is a problem. And it's not a left or a right problem. It's an up versus down problem. And we need to band together as people and be on the side of others. We need to be on the side of each other, because trusting billionaires doesn't work out well for anyone.
That a woman is divorcing her husband because he's a Trump supporter. You just dodged yourself a lifelong issue, dude. Her excuses were, I just don't want to be with somebody who'd agree with that women don't have rights over their bodies. You know, the propaganda. And, oh, it should be easier to vote. Okay. Rewind, Karen. So let's put it in perspective for you to just get it through your little eggcorn brain, okay? Say Donald Trump says, let's make it easier to vote for people. Start piling in people who aren't from here. Let's bribe them with housing and free transportation, free food. Just vote for Donald Trump. Are you for that? Didn't think so.
Okay, I'm going to say this story real quick before my husband and my son actually come back from the gym. My son has taken up boxing and boy, he be smelling ferocious. So I'm trying to save my nose hairs. Anyway, we all have been on this app and we have seen women leaving their husbands and their boyfriends that they have for a very long time because they voted for the orange orangutan, right? They voted for Trump and they said it's about morals, right? You didn't care about my rights and you went and voted for this man. And we have seen it to the point that they are refusing to date any kind of man that presents kind of MAGA-ish. If a man tells you I'm really not into politics, or they haven't voted at all, or they say they always vote for Republicans, those are the people they are running away from. But today I heard a story about a man who was in a long-time marriage with his wife, a Puerto Rican woman, and we are hard to leave, guys. We are hard to leave. He left his wife. First of all, he noticed that there was a problem within this marriage because all of a sudden she became very religious, very hallelujah. And then, probably through the church, she became MAGA. And it became so difficult to live with her that he couldn't take it anymore. Especially him as a person of color was like, I don't get it. You're Puerto Rican, I'm black. What is going on here? So, yeah, I gotta say, men are going through this as well. And I have seen a couple of the videos, but I need to see more. So if you are a man who decided not to date somebody who was like very, very Christian, MAGA-ish, let me know. I want to hear those stories. I don't think we got enough of those. You guys have a blessed day.
I'm hearing MAGA wives are about to leave their shitty husbands in droves. All right, walk this line. Walk this line with me. Walk this line with me. I'm not saying I'm interested, but I have a feeling that this right here, they're gonna be coming for some of that. And a lot of my niggas are gonna fuck the living daylights out of them. Just for fun. Just to stick it to them fucking crackers. This is gonna be... Think about it. I'll leave that there.
I had my ex-husband deported.
Oh, wow.
While we were married.
Wow. But isn't it, if he marries you, then he becomes a citizen?
No.
No?
No.
But he gets a green card?
No.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, that's fine.
You're not supposed to. You come to this country with a visa or a green card. He didn't come to this country with either.
So he was illegal already, and then you...
I met him. I didn't know he was illegal until a year after we were married.
How did you find that out?
He got stopped for his license plates not being up to date on his car.
And then...
he kept saying, I don't have a license. And I'm like,
so he was driving around without a license?
Yeah. I said, it's just a ticket. He says, you don't understand. I'm like, what? I don't have ID. Why don't you have ID?
Yeah.
Because I don't. Why? Did you lose it? I never had it. I'm like, what do you mean you never had it? He said, I'm here not legally. I don't want this monkey on my back type of thing. So.
And how do you feel right now with President Trump in office? Do you feel happier, more relieved?
I am.
And are you happy about the steps that he's taking right now? Okay.
I'm glad that he's getting rid of corrupt people out of the government. It's about time.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how corrupt the government was until... Well, I knew something was wrong, I just didn't know what it was. So.
Okay.
I don't feel like I should have to say this, but don't date Trump supporters, y'all. Like, seriously, it is that deep. If I see you dating a Trump supporter, my respect for you goes down. A lot. Like, it should ruin friendships. It should ruin relationships. That's not to say Trump supporters are evil, but it's to say that you should respect yourself enough to surround yourself. And if you're going to spend a lot of time with someone like you would a partner, spend your time with people that have done the growth to recognize the harm that Trump is. A lot of Trump supporters believe that because Trump has weaponized their insecurities or their fears or their hopes or worries against them. And that makes sense. And that doesn't make every Trump supporter evil. I don't think they are, and I don't think that's a helpful narrative. But on an interpersonal level, if I'm friends with you, I'm friends with you because I believe you have a certain amount of maturity and ability, and you should be able to develop beyond seeing how a charlatan can weaponize your fears, hopes, and dreams.
So some women say the politics became toxic. Others say the financial pressure, rising costs, and broken promises turned their household into war zone. And some are saying, I didn't marry this version of you. Imagine fighting strangers online every day, only to lose one person sleeping beside you at night. This isn't just politics anymore. It is personal. This is emotional. This is families breaking under pressure. Now, this is about consequences. Remember, when ideology becomes your identity, you might win arguments online but lose your home in real life. This is a FAFO season and the cost is getting personal. Like, comment, and subscribe for more unfiltered and raw truth. So guys, see you guys in the next one. Bye.